Greetings, Manna 3301 onliners. My name is Dan Dalton, and I'm going to be your professor for the spring semester of 2017. And I'm going to be reaching out to you periodically through these videos to kind of go through some of the things that we talked about in our discussion board. So I wanted to just sort of introduce myself and get you acquainted with some of the things that we'll be doing throughout the semester. First of all, by now you have not only read the syllabus, but you've also completed your first discussion board in week 1. One of the things I wanted to kind of make sure that you understand is that throughout the semester, as we go through our discussion boards, that it is imperative that you not only answer the question yourself, but also respond to at least no less than 2 of your classmates for full credit on the discussion board questions. Also, we're going to have 4 exams on this in this class, and then a comprehensive final exam at the end. There will also be 4 written assignments scheduled throughout the semester, and each one of those assignments is worth 100 points. As the syllabus points out, I grade on an accumulative point schedule. There is a total of 1,000 points that can be earned, with 25 bonus points for the service learning paper. So if you'll look at the syllabus, you'll see how the points can be earned. A's are granted for anybody that scores 900 points or better. B's are awarded to those who earn between 800 and 899 points, so on and so forth. So if you have a low spot on a grade here or there, then understand that it's not an average of the grades, but a cumulative number of points earned that will determine what your score is. Now, I'm also going to be trying to do one of these videos every week. There will be some weeks when I cannot, but most of the times you will have a video from me in response to whatever your discussion board question was. This last discussion board, the very first one, after you introduced yourself, was to give some kind of feedback as to what you considered a good manager to be. There were some great examples that were given in the discussion board responses. Of course, the organizing and planning and controlling that's talked about in the text, as well as other leadership qualities that many of you pointed out. One of the things that I like to think about when it comes to management, that a good manager has to be a good steward. And not only the steward of the resources that their organization has given them to watch over, but also a good steward of the most common resource that we all have, and that is the relationships that managers experience. Managers experience relationships in a 360-degree array. There are those who they manage, so there's that downward relationship for people that report to a given manager. There are also managers who have peer-related relationships, other managers that they are on the same level with, that they can often have to build relationships with. Some are managers of the departments that bring work to your department, and some are managers that your department's work go to in the next production chain of your organization. And then, of course, every manager has a boss or a series of bosses, and so there is that upward relationship. In addition, some managers have relationships with clients, with vendors, with suppliers, and just any number of directions that possible relationships could go. A good manager is going to build those relationships. I've been in human resources for over 20 years, and one of the most common things that I see throughout the industries that I have worked in is that some managers, especially at the front line or low-level managers, are moved to a management position simply because they were a good individual contributor. That's not necessarily the only thing that needs to be taken into consideration to be a good manager. Yes, you do have to have some subject matter expertise in the business that your organization is about. However, a good manager is one that builds relationships, that builds individual relationships with their subordinates, especially. Each one of the people that report to you as a manager is going to be unique in their skill set. They're going to be unique in the areas of development that they're going to have. So one of my responses to the discussion board question at hand about what makes a good manager is that a good manager is one who pays attention to the various relationships that exist in the management, just the management responsibility. So that's one thing I just kind of want you to think about as we go through. The next session, or the session you're in right now, session 2, is through chapter 2. I'll give you a little warning that in session 3, your first written assignment will be due, and I think you'll enjoy it. It's a series of self-assessment inquiries, personality types, and things of that nature that you're going to take about yourself, and then write a paper about that. But that's in session 3. I'm just giving you a little sneak peek on that. So I hope you're having a good week, and I hope you enjoy these videos. And please feel free to reach out to me by email or by phone. Then my phone number is in the syllabus should you have any questions about the class. My goal for this class is at the end of the semester, when in late May, when we kind of close this thing out, that you walk away from this class with at least one little nugget of truth that you didn't have when you walked in. Some of you are already seasoned professionals and managers. Some of you are still have not really had your first real after college job. So we've got a great example, a great array of experience represented in this class, in the 30 people that are signed up to take this class. So take full advantage of networking and building those relationships with your fellow students to learn more about what they've experienced through their careers thus far. So until next time, we'll see you online.